secret admirer. Put you in my whip, go skirt tire. Got a richer meal from Richard Pryor.
Hey, won't tell you who was involved. A lie only hurts when you reveal the truth of it all. Now my words tied up like a noose was involved. Gotta stop being so gullible for you to evolve. What you want? I can solve any problem you got with a car or a yacht. Just as long as you follow my lead and believe what I said. You can dream anything. It's okay if it ain't what it seems and it's fake.
Yo, we back? We live? We ready?
We ready.
Here we go.
We ready.
Another episode of Live from the Green Room, baby.
Yeah, episode 28. Season
episode
2.
28, season 2.
Episode 28.
We here. Feeling good. What's going on, fellas? Tone is in Atlanta right now.
Right.
Doing his thing. And so we're here holding it down.
Yes.
It's been a busy summer, man. Everybody's schedules has been like, you know, people have been missing here, people have been missing this, people have been traveling here, going there. And I got more travels coming, man. So, you know, we appreciate y'all. You know, when one person not here, you know, sometimes we'll see the comments, where's so-and-so, where is this person at? Yeah. But, you know, when any of us is not here at the podcast, best believe we working.
We working. We ain't not showing up.
We just not calling out.
Yeah. We
Facts.
There's a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason, man. So
sitting in with us is John Grimes.
Intern, Grimy. What you drinking? A Miller Lite? What is that?
Oh, it's
a Modelo?
They not sponsored us, so I just figured I'd finish this little can.
What you coming here with like you a wino? You coming in here with a can of?
You look like
my brown bag.
You look like a King of the Hill cast.
You can tell he don't do shit during the day. He came with a can of Modelo.
You just got off the grill.
I did nothing today, but went to Clippers where they try to sell you tickets. They invite you to their place and give you free food and drinks.
Yeah.
I was there eating food, drinking and shit.
You want
to see the building? I said, fuck the building. We just walked out before they gave us the tour.
You do look a little juiced up a little bit.
Yeah. They had free drinks there. So
White T-shirt.
I'm happy.
Crocs.
He came in here like it's Cinco de Mayo.
I know, right?
Every day's Friday, right?
Oh, so shout out to our guy, Wavy Maguire.
Wavy Maguire.
Shout out to Wavy Maguire. He just popped the big questions to his lovely
now
fiance. And
fiance.
That was cool. We was in Greensboro, North Carolina at the Comedy Zone, and you know it was just his birthday.
Yeah.
So it was real classy, man. She did not even see that coming. She didn't see it coming at all. So
that's what's up, Wavy. Proud of you, man. Hey, we all gotta grow up sometime, right? I see you, Wavy. I see what you're doing, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Greensboro was cool.
Okay.
You played there, right?
I played it, man. The green room was in the kitchen.
You got to walk through that hot ass kitchen.
Office now.
And it's an
office.
Yeah.
Office right next to the ice machine.
Yeah.
The waiters got to come in there past you. The manager, he filling out the schedules and planning the rest of the year.
They weren't even. I think they was probably in there like once a night, but for the most part.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But they cool on the staff.
The staff is cool.
The staff is cool.
I don't know if the little Asian. They were there. They were there. Yeah, the staff is cool,
It's
man.
one of the more unique clubs in general because there used to be a former, not an
flooring.
aquarium, but they used to sell walls.
Like walling and flooring.
Walling and flooring. So like it used to be a display wall building basically to be walls and floors. But they still got live fish just in the ground when you first walk in.
You know what I heard? I heard that those are the same fish that when they opened it up.
No way.
So they're like 30 years old. They're like like some big giant looking
crazy. Yeah, big goldfish.
Mutated goldfish.
Yeah.
Are those are goldfish? I don't know.
Goldfish,
but they like this big.
Apparently goldfish grow to the size of their container. I didn't know that. Yeah, they keep growing if you keep giving them bigger room.
Wow.
Oh, well.
I thought that was crazy.
There's a few in there that are huge.
Shout out Wavy, by the way. We did a show together on the night before. Yeah, y'all went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Holland, Michigan. Shout out Holland, Michigan. Did not know y'all existed. But Wavy, Tone, and myself, we did that show. And Wavy got busy. I like watching Wavy. He has really funny jokes that have that ability for you can get done with your set. Like people come up to you and say that particular joke. He has a joke that just really gets people going when it comes to that. So I always like watching his sets. And it was fun. We got the hell out of there immediately after the show, drove back to Chicago. But like they were like, "Are you guys hanging out tonight in Holland?"
Chicago?
Yeah, we were like, "No, we're not staying."
How far was the drive was that?
About 2.5.
2.5.
Oh, what's your so y'all just wanted to hang out in Chicago?
Well, that's where you flew into, right?
We flew into Chicago, drove up, and then drove back down to Chicago. So we stayed in Chicago.
So y'all didn't even get the party.
Not in Holland, Michigan. No,
did y'all party in Chicago?
No,
everything was closed probably by the time y'all got.
We got back at midnight, about midnight 12:30 in Chicago. You could do something downtown. We just didn't go. We just kind of was like, well, we got early flights tomorrow and all that.
Because he went straight from there to
North Carolina. They both went to North Carolina, and the storm had everybody's flights like mixed up and changing and stuff. So by the time we woke up next morning, it was like chaos. So but no, it was definitely fun. I definitely would go back there. Honestly, it gave me an idea just for looking into little towns like that because. That place was like absolutely comedy. Please come here. And
was it small town or was it like just
small town? I think
it butt fuck Egypt is where it was. Like you would not be able to pick it out on the map, bro.
Wow.
I'm serious. Grand Rapids is like 20 miles away.
I've never been there.
So that's the real big city, Grand Rapids. And then like it's just like a pass by town. You would think there's comedy there. Yeah.
And it's in the theater, right?
See, those little towns is where you want to kind of do comedy. That's why I was even saying with going overseas, like. Any country you go to, you can find it's a black group in damn near any like major country, like you know what I mean that you go to where blacks travel to live, and you could just easily just find. You'll be surprised how many comedy clubs are in different countries that do American comedy, and they're really looking. You know what I mean?
With the small town, it was just like Tony Rocca's in town, so they were just like, "Let's go," and then like black people like, "I know who that is." White people like. Comedy show tonight. Like it was so much of like it sold out. It was crazy. It's a pretty good sized room for that size of town, but like it was just more people just interested in. I think a combo of like what else is somebody gonna come do comedy on Thursday night that wouldn't normally come to our town? You know,
it
was like that. Driven down from Grand Rapids too. So
it was like that in Greensboro. That's one of those towns too. Like that's the comedy club, and people are like, thanks for coming to. Greensboro.
Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Like, and Greensboro is one of the major cities in North Carolina.
Big sports town too.
That's what I thought too, but I was like, but they were so thankful that maybe it's because that's the only comedy club.
Maybe so.
Maybe that's what it was because they don't get big name comics
if you were performing outside in North Carolina. I would name 2 or 3 cities that you would go to first in North Carolina.
Charlotte, Raleigh,
and
Greenville.
No, that's South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, South Carolina.
It would be it's Charlotte, Raleigh, and Greensboro.
Oh, that's
just
number 3.
Okay,
yeah, those 2.
I think I was thinking of a college town.
yeah. Then you got the outside other smaller cities that you could do it like Fayetteville.
Right. That's a college town too, isn't it?
Kind of. It's a military
town.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You do like Fayetteville. Then you got. There's so many other little pockets.
Chapel or
Chapel Hill. But,
I like the small town. Like if you're doing road work, especially if you're doing in the car. I like the small towns that actually have a decent venue. Sometimes it's we're gonna have comedy at the bar, and it's like pinball machines in the back, and
that place was. Really solid.
Sometimes that can get a little crazy, but when they actually have we do comedy shows at this venue, then that's all right.
It looked like I told Tony it looked like the Miracle Theater in Inglewood.
Oh
it
wow!
was just long, deep, and but it had an upstairs balcony too. I don't know if the Miracle Theater. I can't remember if it does.
They have. I think they have an upper section. They have an upper.
Yeah, okay. So they mirrored that exactly. We were talking about like, we on stage like this is like the Miracle Theater. Like, it was sick. It was solid though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, good, man. Everybody got it in. Shout out, Captain Kirk.
Can't forget these guys right here. Captain Kirk, Jamaican Rum Punch. Yo, thank you again for sending us a new supply.
Yes, sir.
Captain Kirk, man. I had some of this. Over the weekend, not this past, when I got home, I was like, yo, this is this is one of those drinks where, I probably shouldn't have drank it at this time because I'm done for the rest of the day.
This is like the 3rd time you say you was drinking at home or somewhere, not here.
You know what?
Knocking those out alone.
Huh? You know what? You want to know why? Because I just buy water. This is the only flavorful drink that I have in the refrigerator.
That's crazy.
That's it.
That's why. That's your pivot. Water and then rum punch.
Yeah, it's like, man, I want something sweet, but it just happens to be some rum punch. So
if you did an MTV Cribs, so you open your fridge up and there's just water bottles and Captain Kirk.
Pretty much, if you looked at it.
That's an ad right there.
It's not full, but
right.
Oh, man,
and where we at? So we always forget to say where we're going to be at up on the top of the episode. You know what I mean? Which is what we said we was going to be doing now, so people could, know where we at early.
Right.
On to the episode. So July this weekend, Albany, New York, the 18th and the 19th. at the Funny Bone, Albany Funny Bone. So we there rocking out. Quick weekend, 4 shows. So you know.
Okay, next week we're doing a show here in the Petty Cash Studios in that other room over there. That's on the 27th. I'll be with Sherwin, Arai, and Esau McGraw, and I'm doing the Upstairs LA on the 24th.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward. That's my first time at
Nice.
that club. Have you ever been there?
Not yet.
What about you?
Yeah, I've been there. I haven't performed there yet, though, but I've been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to those local shows there.
I bet. Yeah. Well, let's get into the hot topics, man. Let's get into these topics of the day. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of things, man. Been circulating and streaming on the nigga net.
Oh, hilarious.
On the nigga net, man. So first thing, what we want to get into first?
The Yin Yang Twins.
The Yin Yang Twins.
I saw that. I was like, what?
So I recently put a post up on my page that actually went viral. We had like 1.1 million views right now.
All right.
Of the Yin Yang Twins performing. And I did a rant. First of all, shout out to the Yin Yang Twins. I was living in Atlanta during the birth of the crunk era, okay? So I was in Atlanta in 98, right? So I've seen the crunkest of the crunkiest, from Pastor Troy to, damn, what was my other dude name? Pastor Troy, Young Bloods, Little John,
the rebirth of the Lils,
Bone Crusher, and my man Miracle, not Miracle, I think it was Miracle. All of them Atlanta artists, man, including the Yin Yang Twins, man. I actually done shows when I used to rap, and I opened up for the Yin Yang Twins. Or no. It wasn't them. That was Philly's Most Wanted I opened up for. When my boy got signed to So Def, he opened up for Yin Yang Twins, Son of New York. Shout out to him. So I already knew about the Yin Yang Twins. I already knew about their disabilities and all that stuff like that.
Disabilities?
Yeah. You know, they both disabled.
Okay, now that I never knew that.
I thought one was.
So
I never knew that.
Palsy, which is then they were Kane and
the skinny one got the hand.
The skinny one got the hand, so that's a disability.
Right.
He's missing fingers.
Some fingers.
Yeah,
And
tips
then
on his finger.
What the other one got?
He's cerebral palsy.
Wow.
That's why when you look at the old videos and everything, he's always standing still.
Yeah, one got a bandana over it, or like a handkerchief.
Yeah, that's to cover his finger. And what people don't know, look at drunk ass.
I know.
That's the time we should have other drinks.
You know you can't drop nothing if you it could be your first drink of the night. You drop it.
Party foul.
You came to the party.
You got an Uber.
I can't even recover from that.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I need y'all.
But
no, the attorney here.
But if you look at their old videos, he'll always stand in one spot. That was why, you know what I mean? Because he, got cerebral palsy or whatever. But fast forward, 20 years later, 25 years later, they was doing a concert, right? And they still moving slow. And look, and I'm not even talking about.
I saw gray dreads. So
and that's what I'm saying. I wasn't even referring to how he was walking, even though he was a little tired. But the outfit, you know what I mean.
It was the same one from back then.
Right.
Atlanta jerseys and all that.
Yeah, I mean the shirt was just tight. The locks was just gray, bald spot in the middle. He was just looking tired.
Oh wow!
But what I was about to say, a lot of people don't know. When you listen to the Yin Yang Twins, when they used to be like, making those noises, that stemmed from them playing into their disabilities. That's what a lot of people don't know. That's what those noises stemmed from. They purposely did that because it was like them kind of just being light with their own issues.
What they use as part of their art.
They use it as part of their art. That's why they used to be in the audience. You know what I mean? Like that was they used to make those noises. If you look at the old BET Awards when Monique was hosting, one of them yelled out, and Monique was like, okay now. Like, all right, with all that retarded, she started going into a little Monique rant. But that's what their signature thing was. Like, they was doing that on purpose to play into their whole disability type situation.
So when Master P was like, are you saying noises. That? Okay, all right.
Yeah, different noises.
Okay, different noises.
Different noises, man.
He was doing that because of something else, not because.
Right, yeah, but so I put it up. Now, I'm like, okay, so the question is, do we think rap songs should have a retirement age?
It depends on the song.
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
No. Only because it's a parallel. Rappers and comedians have a strong parallel. By that logic, that means a comedian would have to stop telling jokes if he look a certain way or get a certain age.
I don't think so, man.
Entertainment's entertainment.
There's a parallel, but it's like, all right, if you
songs don't really die though.
The song, but if you're still doing, your act. I mean, of course, I think it's different because we evolve.
You grow, you evolve.
You grow. You're telling different jokes. Like if you're doing the such and such joke from when you first started in your older age, that joke's probably pretty hot. But I don't think that's the same thing. Your whole act.
Yeah, because you evolve.
Yeah,
the
evolved.
more experiences in life, the more you're supposed to talk about.
If they call you though, you Yin Yang Twins, they call you and say, man, you got $30,000 to come do the shake it like a Polaroid at SeaWorld.
Oh yeah, they gonna show up.
You gonna do it,
but dread ass up there and dance.
But like all right. So in the condition that I saw them in that video,
they needed that money.
Can you be 55 plus? Not
50. Ooh.
I don't know how old they are. No, they like maybe 40 in their mid 40s.
They gotta be 50.
Mid 40s.
They was moving like 50 something.
I don't know. Minimum. So let me know how old the Yin Yang Twins are, or we'll look it up.
They haven't been doing it all this time.
Right.
I've heard the song.
But when you look at them now and hear them saying,
DJ
beat the pussy up, beat the pussy up, and you like, nigga,
no.
you could, it just don't.
I think they should be able to have sex at 50.
They can, but are they doing all that?
But when you looking from the audience to the crowd, you like, yo, what y'all talking about, man? Pass this song down to your grandkids at this point in time.
1978, 1979.
Oh, yeah, so they 40s, they 46.
Oh, they've aged horribly.
They're not 50 yet.
Let's just go ahead and say that.
And it's Kane and Kane and D-Rock.
I'm older than them niggas.
Them dudes was looking.
That's crazy.
They should be able to beat the pussy up there.
They should
They
be.
should, but not on that.
That video clip,
stage.
they was looking tired. Well, they just focused on Kane. Kane was looking real.
They weren't even next to. Well, I didn't see the whole video. It was just a clip, but it was like what's going on
One
here?
was in the crowd or something. The other dude was just dancing by the water.
Okay, so realistically, at that age of 49, you should still be able to rap To the Window to the Wall. 48, 49, you should still be able to rap that song without no problem. But your stage presentation
was horrible.
Match it.
Yeah.
It gotta match it, man.
If it did, I'd probably think, okay, I'd go see them. Okay, like that's a better example. If they had tickets to come out today, would you go see them?
From that clip, nah. From that clip, nah.
You ain't go see them?
This is why health is wealth. Nelly was born in 74. Nelly's 5 years older than both of them.
Yeah.
Nelly can say pimp juice right now.
And Nelly, there's no song Nelly can't do.
Ain't nothing stopping Nelly right now. So that's actually crazy that Nelly is 50 and they not.
And Nelly could sing.
He can sing Beat the Pussy Up right now.
Nobody would think of nothing about it.
Song.
Yep.
You too old. Is everything.
Mind you, the Yin Yang Twins already got away with singing those songs even back then. Like,
you said they got a special in pass to make that song.
Like it was just like for them to be able to pull those songs off, the whisper song to the window to the wall and all that. Like that was dope. I give them like that's some good shit. Like you got to be talented enough to be able to pull that off and to be able to sell that. And these niggas got groupies. So I give them
they
nothing.
They probably had something that night.
I give them nothing but respect.
I thought you were saying they should be allowed to make that music, but like because of their handicap, they let them do it. Like they had a handicap placard. Like, hey, they put a placard on their microphone. Like, yo, I can sing this song.
You can't park that tour bus here. Hell yeah, I can.
Part of the community.
But like
That's
your
crazy.
stage presentation, still, I'm like, yo, they done put the tight shirt on them, the gut out the head. Like you gotta, like it ain't matching.
Tour body.
Yeah, that wasn't good showmanship on that.
The showmanship, that's what I'm saying. Nas and Jay-Z could rap whatever songs from the first song they ever came out with to the last song they ever came out with. They can rap a whole catalog, and we're not going to really look at him and be like, this nigga too old to be rapping. Or this nigga, or he like what his lyrics ain't really matching what we seeing right now.
But you know why? Because they never stopped performing.
Right.
They've never stopped performing. They're always performing their hits or coming out with new albums. So like if Ice-T came out with a new album,
I see another one where we haven't seen him as a rapper in so long.
That's what I mean.
If
It's
he
like,
came,
what?
if he even rapped his old shit, we might be looking at like, nigga, you on SUV, right?
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
Officer, all right.
So if the
officer.
Yin Yang Twins came out with a new album, that might be a little different.
If the Yin Yang Twins
Yeah.
came out with a new album right now, I feel like it might snap.
Yeah.
It has the potential to snap. But they can't be rapping
Their
about...
knees might snap. They old as
But they ain't old.
They not
That's the
old.
thing.
They
They
not
not
okay,
old.
they have not aged well according to that video. It's like, what y'all been doing? I mean, they just look like if you look older than what you are.
They got to rap with a handicap sign. That's all they got to do.
Yeah.
Put that placard up.
I feel like if they came out with a new song and had the right producers, though, that it could be a whatever for them. But like, when you're an artist, man, that stage presentation is everything.
I think that's what makes it. It doesn't matter
There's an
how.
audience for anything. So that we can't. If they come out with something that hits, it's gonna hit, and there's gonna be somebody that pay for it.
Right.
Now, if they want to go on tour with that song or that hit, then they're gonna have to be ready to go back on tour. So they gotta get themselves back in shape.
Yeah.
Being an artist and a performer is a full package. It's not just
Right.
a hot song or a hot joke or hot whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
gotta
have you
go deliver
seen
that
older
shit
You
live.
gotta
performers?
deliver
You
it.
gotta go deliver it live, get them the
Yeah.
experience all over again.
Because look how we do Auntie Mary. Shout out to Mary J. Blige. I don't mean to call you Auntie Mary because you still married to me because I knew you when you first
Yeah.
came out, man. But she's still holding it together as far as her presentation.
Mariah Carey.
But them dance moves, Mary dance moves getting a little. You could tell
because she was stomping back in the day.
It's catching up with it a little bit with the dance moves.
She better be careful.
But she's still, keeping it together. Look, and I could tell. I saw a clip of her recently. She was looking a little tired. Like, you know what, God, let me get through this show.
But that's okay though. That's like at least her stage act. I mean, she hadn't stopped performing either.
She hasn't stopped performing.
So that's the thing. Like you said, the stage presence. They're in there doing it, and it's like, oh, look at them. They still got the moves. You can tell they slow down. Like New Edition is like that.
Continuity
You can tell
is
New
important.
Edition.
They never stopped performing. Now Bobby had to get himself back in shape.
Well, he did, but even
he
then,
did,
just
but-
looking at him, you can tell they're compensating for the age. Still look good,
Nah,
but they never stopped.
they doing their thing. But
know, they
Bobby
never
was
stopped.
struggling at first, and then he
Yeah,
got it together.
yeah,
He
yeah.
got it together.
Ronald Isley tours.
Mm-hmm.
On I think he tour every year, and
Yeah.
like that's a 70-something-year-old man. That dude will go out there.
Give it a shot.
Like, he
Now,
got,
what the hell
it's
is
money to
going
make.
on?
It's
The
money to
falsetto.
make. He don't play, bro. Like some people just don't stop touring.
But see, R&B singers, I feel like could sing forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R&B singers could always sing, and like I said, certain rap artists could do their catalog forever. Beat the Pussy Up, I think, is a certain age. I think that doesn't come with a rap 401k. That song doesn't have a rap 401k. You know what I mean? Little John songs don't necessarily have a.
But he's a producer. Though,
He's a
so He
producer.
got a couple songs that like he can just throw on and be like, oh yeah, you right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
You can play Usher, anytime you want to.
Usher, all day. Now, when you said Mariah Carey, Mariah Carey been kind of falling off a little
Mariah
bit.
Carey though has that kind of command where she's like, if I go on tour, y'all gonna come out.
Brother, I do good.
Yeah,
or not.
exactly. Like, she's like, y'all know how I sing.
People will pay just to see her not do good.
Exactly.
Like, I went to the Mariah
Lauryn
Carey.
Hill is one of the most notorious. Y'all gonna buy my tickets. It's gonna be sold out, and I'll get there tomorrow. Like her shows, like people joke about that shit. Her shows, she will come out at 12:50 a.m. on your
Now,
ass.
they had the issue
and you
with
got
her.
there at 9 or 10. Be like,
Yeah,
all
she's
right,
notorious,
I'm skipping opening acts. Like,
Holding
surprise,
the
nigga.
audience hostage, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, but they had the issue with her at the Essence Festival, but come to find out, it wasn't actually her fault that time. At the Essence Festival, when she got on stage like 2 in the morning, it was barely, the stadium was barely filled.
Ah, that's
But
crazy.
Essence Festival messed up, and all the other acts were going on late.
I will say though
Yeah.
that when she did come out at 12:50 a.m., I was like, oh, this is worth it.
Was it?
She is awesome. Like she's
I've
awesome.
never seen her live.
I thought I couldn't tell. I never heard her sing live before, and when she got out there, it's as if she knew. Like, yeah, nigga, y'all knew what y'all was waiting on. Like, listen to this.
Yeah, I mean she's a true vocalist.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
so-
was, it was
yeah.
very impressive. So I'll wait till 1 a.m. for Lauren. I just would have got there later. I got there at 11:30.
Yeah, right.
Dang.
I pre-gamed or something.
Like how late was it? Okay, well, don't matter. It's 2 a.m. The concert ain't supposed to start until like 2 a.m.
Exactly. Like we got there like 9:30. It was a lot of opening acts. It was like, wow, golly. Yeah.
Does anybody else go back up there and do the songs again? They probably forgot.
But see, this is the reason why the Jacksons still able to tour, and they was still able to tour without Mike.
And they have moves. They do their little same moves from the 70s.
They do the same moves.
Them old nigga moves, they were just doing them as young kids.
Yeah, right.
And those Temptation moves, they was doing them as senior.
Like, why come up with new choreography? Why?
Yeah, and I don't know. There's a good amount of rappers that I think could perform like ageless. Like this, there's no limit of age wise. Like they could get down without us looking like, all right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're not vibing it. And there's a few of them that really, I think that really can't. And I feel like the ones who can't got caught up in the time period music genre, like the crunk era.
Yeah, or like the
or the snap in the finger
all
era.
that, all that people that rap with the metaphors for like a whole decade straight. I jump on top of you, skydiver. Oh god,
would you go see Digital Underground if they came back? As many of they could.
Yeah. Well, you know, Shock G is passed away.
Yeah, I know as many as they could.
But if he was living, I would still go see Digital Underground get down.
Okay, so I saw a clip the other day of Backstreet Boys at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Who would you want to see at the Sphere from rap, like any rap era, any rap group, any rap performer? Because that Sphere effect is amazing. They had a full-on, it's an experience. But whose artistry would you want to see inside the Sphere as a rapper?
I would say...
I got two in my mind I can think of.
I would say Ja Rule.
Oh, interesting.
Ja Rule.
I would say Ja Rule. Because Ja Rule got bangers, man.
He does.
Ja Rule got bangers to where... See, I haven't been in the Sphere yet, but I can just imagine
it's
where
insane.
it's like...
You could probably... I wonder what they would put on the outside of it to show that he was in there.
Certain artists you won't want to see in that environment, though. So I'm going to say Ja Rule. Maybe 50...
DMX, if he was alive.
DMX would be crazy.
DMX.
Yeah.
DMX inside.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I wouldn't want to see Nas inside the Sphere.
No.
I want to see Nas in a lyrical theater type.
Absolutely. With the orchestra or
With
something
the
behind
orchestra,
him. Yeah.
like he been doing. I want to see Nas with Jay. I could see Jay both, maybe.
I'm going to go Kanye just because of his range of songs.
I could say
all
Kanye.
the lights. If you could hear all the lights with the Sphere, what they could do with the graphics, I might have a seizure watching that shit.
I could say Kanye.
Kanye would be dope to see in there. And then I think I would want to see something like NWA.
Ooh.
Just because of how they era and what they represented. That would be insane.
High energy.
High energy. And then the graphics, just like the 90s riots there. Like, that shit would be insane. But everybody, Easy, like Dre, Snoop, like all that shit. I would be like, that's
that
crazy.
Would be dope.
That would be fun to see, just like a historical standpoint.
Yeah.
Kid and Play.
I was just thinking about Kid and Play. But
they had such a cult classic,
but
cult
for
following.
the Sphere, I don't think they have enough.
Yeah.
I think with Kid and Play, they'll be good at like a House of Blues type of venue.
But in general, I think if we're coming back on tour,
and they can't. Shout out to Kid. I was just hanging with Kid a few weeks ago, and
Kid, he cool.
Will get on. Kid is going to be coming on the podcast soon. He
fucks with comedy.
Kid still writes, I think. As far I remember because he does stand up too.
Yeah, Kid still get down.
Yeah, I remember he showed me. Here's an album like unreleased. Here's some tracks. I was like, okay, all right.
Yo, what people don't understand is if you go back and watch your old, and I just watched the old Kid and Play video, like when they was at the Apollo, like literally yesterday. Them dudes, couldn't nobody touch them, man. They were the pioneer. They were like, they were a pioneer of that era. They, the whole, like, it was rappers that danced, Big Daddy Kane, whatever. But Kid and Play, as far as not being no thug, not being hood, just being a rap duo, a partying rap duo to have a good time where it made everybody comfortable to dance. They made dancing cool. And when you saw them two get down, the energy that they had, unlike no other, man.
Yeah,
they're legends to me.
Yeah, I would like.
Yeah.
If there was a rap group, okay, I haven't done it in a while, but if they got back together, and I would go see that.
Now they can't move as fast as they was moving,
but still,
yo, I think
they would try that move.
To me, Kid and Play are legends, man.
Yeah, the legends. You would always go
House
see
Party 1, House Party 2.
Yeah.
The acting, they had commercials, cartoons.
Oh, no, they were icons for that.
They started trends, the dressing trend, the hair trend. Yo, them dudes is definitely, man. Like I would go to a Kid and Play concert, but in that environment,
the Sphere
is
such a
I feel like the artists you named, Kanye, NWA would be dope, especially Kanye. I feel like Ja Rule, because we saw Ja Rule at Dre's, and Ja Rule put on a hell of a show.
Oh yeah, that was.
I believe that.
That was that the last time we was there? The first time we was there.
Last.
Because we did the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
It was that week.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Ja Rule put on a hell of a show, man.
Yeah.
Killed it. So
yeah, that was good. So and so we move on. Okay, so now you guys, well, Graham, you probably don't know, but I talked to you about, hey man, I'm trying to find a therapist because I'm trying to, wellness and self-care and all that. So I've been trying to find a therapist. It's not easy. I just want to find one that hey, I want my copay. Nigga, here's $25.
yeah.
Make me feel good about myself. But,
talk to me. Yeah,
talk to me. Let me add that as part of my self-care regimen. And I've been trying to figure out, not to say what's wrong, but what can I enhance and and better myself. Anyway, so there's a clip of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Shout out to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who's very good friends with Tone. We've been around Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I'm saying her whole name, but we've been around her plenty of times for all the Rock the World events and stuff, and birthday dinners and everything. So she also was supposed to do the podcast. We trying to get scheduling.
Yeah, she big time now. She
we trying to get the schedules in order, man.
I hope that she would still be willing. I would like to have a conversation, in general about that. But
she's been catching some heat lately.
She's been catching some heat ever since she stepped out there. But in finding a therapist, I just see her as a YouTube therapist. Now I know she probably has clients, and I don't know if LA Care would pay for her. I don't know, but I don't know if she's in the system for that. But she was on Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and Azar. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
So we'll link that in the description.
Paul Pierce, yeah.
Now, that was my first time seeing them. I know they've been doing their podcast for a little while. So you know how you see the clip, and it's clickbait. So I got caught up in the clickbait. But I wanted to see the entire episode, and I watched it. I watched it. So shout out to them. I mean, great episode. Have you ever seen it, John? What about you?
I haven't seen the whole episode,
but
I have seen. I know of the podcast because I
After
watched
Dark,
the clips.
they got this real silky up in there.
Yeah.
They got their PJs on. I guess the guest comes on with their silk pajamas, whatever. So Dr. Bryant was on there, and they were talking through the whole thing. It was, I guess, it was sexy in there. They were talking about all these euphemisms and metaphors for sex and all that stuff. Anyway, the clickbait came from when Paul Pierce challenged her on her dating life. And she was, so what we doing? So you dating, whatever that. And she started tap dancing around the question, and she started doing choreography like she could be a member of New Edition. I mean, it was just that good. I was like, why is she doing this? And to be a therapist, and to bring it back to what I was doing, like, would you want to know, or does it matter to you about the personal life of the therapist that you're going to? Does it really matter that much?
I'll start off. I would say no.
No. Okay.
Because we all know that. I mean, we've all been that person, and we all know somebody who can give great advice, but don't know how to use the advice for themselves. Right. You can meet a homeless person on the street that can give you some of the best advice in the world.
Do as I say, not as I do.
And they could drop some gems, and it's like, well, why you ain't do it? Hey, man, look, don't be me.
Right. Cautionary tale.
It's about them learning what they did wrong and trying to impart that wisdom on you, right? And it's not about them being experts at relationships so much. It's that they could have learned from their own mistakes and realized, like, hey, I'm not good at dating. I just know what happens when you do date. These are things that will occur. And for your own everyday people life, y'all should do this. It's like being good at a sport and bad at coaching.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes the average NBA player ends up being the best coach. Or the guy that can't even make the league can coach the best players because they have a different angle and perspective about it. Like, I couldn't make that dunk but I can tell you how to get open for a shot. Like, it's just different parts of it.
That's what my acting coach used to say. He used to be like, when he became an acting coach, Ivan Marcoda, rest his soul. That's what he said. He said, when I first got into acting, you know, I didn't know anything about acting. He said, but I became a coach. He said, I booked 2 or 3 things, whatever. But then once I learned, I was better. I was a better coach. You know what I mean? Like, I could teach acting.
That's great when great actors can teach, and a lot of them do, and that's great when they do. But you don't know about they personal life, or it's kind of like, okay, here's an acting coach.
We don't care about an acting coach.
Yeah, you don't care about that. Or if they not doing it, it's like if you don't have any history doing it, but they trying to teach you. I don't think that's the same thing. But your health and mental health and stuff. That's what, I don't want to get too far away from that, because what she, purports to do is like you're the guru.
See, the thing about Dr. Bryant, man, is that she comes off as very like my life is great or perfect, and I hate to say she comes off like that, but it's her demeanor. She has a very stoic demeanor, very prestigious demeanor about her, and she says everything in a such a confident way to where it makes it seem concrete enough to where you think to yourself, well, she got to have her shit together if she's presenting this information this way. You know what I mean? So then when she don't, or when somebody see a flaw, then it's like, oh, so you're not perfect.
Yeah,
I think it's because she's been scrutinized a lot. I mean, granted, that's not what I'm wanting to focus on. I'm wanting to focus on what she said versus how Paul was challenging her, which is about her dating life, and it was just filled with, contradictions, and I detected a little deception. There.
Well, go ahead.
I guess I'm a little confused about, like, so was she saying that she is single and she just ain't found the right person, or is she saying like, oh yeah, I'm single, that's not important to how I give advice? Like, was she owning the being single part, or was
she was
like,
owning she was owning being single, but it's the things that she was saying around it. Like for an example, I have some companions.
See, here's what I'm about to say. I was gonna say that the part about her being a successful doctor or scientist or whatever,
Scientist.
Whatever she is.
doctors of science and something, right? Psychology, but like we forget about the part that she is also now a celebrity, and so because of that, she has extra access to hoes. So yeah, she is an expert at what she talks about, but now she's also popular and successful, which means now she got hella options. And once you get to that part of the world where, yes, I'm good at something, but I'm also popular, why you gotta have one person? Now she want all her cake too.
But pretty as she's been, she's always been kind of, popular. But of course, her fame, her popularity, risen.
Yeah, she's been now.
People want options. They lying sometimes.
But it was Paul Pierce like, "Are you in a relationship?" She was like, "No, I've been dating off and on for 5 years."
But you talking about the same person,
the same guy.
So off and on means what? And I think that's where he's like, okay, so you he said that's your work. You was somebody's work.
You was somebody's work
for 5 years.
He was like, you've been somebody's work for 5 years, basically.
And then she tried to turn it around
and say, well, we're each other's work.
And I was like, look, you spin the block. That's a new term. Like, I didn't get.
But she claimed that she's been celibate for those 5 years with that person as well.
Now, she didn't say that on the episode. I don't know about that.
I think I read that. In her comment, she commented.
Okay, in her comments,
that she was celibate.
Look, if you're gonna be authentically you, then you should be able to say what it is without exposing those people. They probably don't want that exposure. But here's my thing. Here's my thing. The way that they were so cavalier in talking about sex in relationships, it made me wonder. So premarital sex, who cares about that, right?
Yeah, if I was like, why she say she
because she was weaving in.
I'm going to try to find.
She was weaving in scriptures in and out of this, but so you're not married, but you have these different partners. She'd implied. I think she was just, roller skating, trying to get out, and she didn't want to answer the question. But she answered the question as if that was the case. So I can only go by what she said.
I think she was aware of the irony of her response.
Or maybe not.
Where is it?
Because
she knew how it was going to come off when she said, yes, I'm single.
Okay, but what does single mean? It just means you're not married.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about like you're single, but she said she was dating. She said she wasn't into casual sex. She told a story about her father telling her, about how to, be in a relationship with a man in the confines of marriage. Don't deny him. And she took that to heart. She's not married, and she's implying that she has a sex life based on that. Like, I'm not gonna.
But bro, she literally said she was selling because
in a comment, but like outside of the like she responded to a comment.
Yes, and I'm trying to find it, guys. I'm not just on my phone. I'm gonna try to find it.
Okay, find it. But
seems immaterial
it's still,
though.
It's
for her to add that.
Here's my next thing that this brings me to. So we listen, we don't judge. I don't care what she's doing.
Right.
That's not my issue. But don't say one thing, but you're doing another. Don't just say what it is. You are not married, and you have different partners at different times. We don't have no timeline.
Okay.
We don't know about that. But she did not answer the question. So what is the problem with having a healthy sex life, married or not married? In her case, not married, and it being okay. Like what do you guys think about that? Like, if you were in a relationship, not exclusive, but your person is having relations with other people. She made it seem from her side it's okay, but from a man's perspective, that's ridiculous to me.
Well, that's ridiculous. Your girl if you're not exclusive, your girl gets to explore her options?
You can do that if you want to. That's just, for me, that's not my preference to do that. I wouldn't do that. But she's saying it so cavalier, like that's okay.
You'd rather lock in then?
I'd rather one-on-one, one-on-one.
So you saying if you're dating but not an official couple, you still want to act like you're a couple? Because, dating really means to date.
Okay.
Dating gives you the
interviewing.
option.
Okay, so that means I'm not.
I'm still trying to find the comment, guys. But go ahead.
So that all that means is you're dating but not in a relationship.
Well, you're dating but you're not married.
Okay, that's more definitive. So she's doing all this work and not married. So
as is her liberty.
She can do that.
But you're saying if you were dating a chick and y'all were not exclusive, you wouldn't want her to be out there still getting it in and still talking to you.
No, hell no.
You wouldn't like that.
But you're not locking in.
But you're not even supposed to know, because you're not even supposed to.
She put it out there.
No.
I got you. I'm
talking about, like, for me, if I was dating a chick and then she had other sexual partners, and I'm not gonna ask that.
Yeah, it wouldn't come up.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna really ask that.
Yeah, that's not something you would get into. But if you knew about that, so that's how she's putting it out there. So if a stranger that met her based on what you saw, and you get into a relationship with her, you just have to be okay with you get in line.
She rich?
Buddy. Say what?
She rich?
I don't know what the financial situation is.
Some niggas be okay with that kind of shit.
And like, you know what? Here's the thing when it comes to that. Men, we got to stop thinking that we own women once we stick our dick in them.
I don't know where that comes from.
We don't.
know why that's for people.
We got to stop thinking we own women once we go on a date.
It's not the caveman era, man.
Like women are living like
it takes two to tango.
One of the things I hate is when now I think a lot of people, especially this new, not even new, just niggas in general online, they always quick to say somebody for the streets. Yeah. These chicks for the streets. Back when I was coming up, the streets were fun. Right. Like that's what we like. That's what you have a good fucking time.
And niggas will call a chick a hoe for fucking them, and it's like, well,
Yeah, man.
What is the parameters then? Because what are you that by fucking me, you have now entered yourself into hold'em.
So,
Like, are
some
you that
niggas,
bad
some
of a
niggas
fuck?
like hoes.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
It don't make sense. Just because she fucked you, she is not a hoe. That's a crazy assumption. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know how
I think that's
frequent.
I think
can't
that's a
find it.
mind.
I'll
Okay,
try
it's
to
okay.
find it. Yeah.
But don't say if she said she was celibate, then that doesn't match what she said on that video.
But did she say she was sexually active in the video?
She was vague, ambiguous, and I detected deception. She would have been better off saying, "Look, I don't want to answer that question. I don't want to reveal that." And then respectfully, I'm pretty sure Paul would have said, "Why not?" or whatever. But he move on.
Well, more
but
likely,
don't give me a false answer.
Well, more likely, if she's been off and on with the same dude for 5 years, and if she's celibate, then if she's off and on probably for that reason. He's probably, have other women he's knocking down.
Yeah,
and which probably was causing tension and you know what I mean, going back and forth. He probably knows she's a prize, but whoever this guy is, but at this point he's not ready to make no commitment and settle down with somebody that's not giving out until they're married, and he's probably not at that point to where he wants to get married.
But what she said in the video was 9 years younger, and he wants to have a relationship, but she doesn't want to because
he's 9 years younger.
Yeah,
wow.
Younger dude, and he wants to.
He fucking.
Well, but she implied that the only reason Paul asked her that, how come y'all ain't together? How come y'all ain't married or whatever? And she implied that he has some emotional maturity issues that he needs to. I can't remember the exact words.
Is 9 years younger 30 or is it like 45?
She said she's 41 or 42,
Okay,
so 9 years before that. Younger dude.
You know what? So a lot of times
that ain't even the issue.
Is crazy.
And look, and a lot of times, I'm not saying this about her. I'm not because we know her. But a lot of times women be full of shit. And it goes to show you that it doesn't matter how smart or intelligent or successful you are, you're still a woman.
Dick make you dumb.
Any man, whether he put his dick in you or not, because you can mess a chick mind up even more without having sex with her once you get her mentally.
Oh, a smart woman.
Nah,
when it comes to men logic, they will allow the dumbest thoughts to be entertained.
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe he don't got a wife. He just likes to go to that same church on Sunday with those 4 kids and that lady every week. And it's like, what? They will make an excuse for a man to make it sound better to them, knowing that there's all the flags. That's whatever balloon show, that shit is there, and people will still miss all the signs. Like, if only y'all pop balloons like that in y'all mind, when y'all meet a person that's dangerous for you. They don't. Because this dude that she's talking about, if you got to do all that explaining to explain that one guy, you already know if he's good or bad for you or not.
And he's 9 years younger. It's like
I think that's her. She was focusing in on that because she had said, "I have companions."
That was her therapy.
So I'm like, companions, but there's this one dude. The amount of time. She said 5 years off and on. Whatever that means to you, she was being vague and ambiguous about it. So I'm like, so right now, you get the call. If you have the opportunity, you'll hook up with the guy.
Saying companions and then saying celibate don't make sense.
Say what?
If you say she got companions but also say she's celibate, that just don't make sense.
The comment that you said he made it in the comment, but celibate.
If she got hoes, she got hoes. That's totally fine too. You talking to an NBA player. Say it to her like, "Hey, bro, I got what you got."
Say what it is.
Say what you
said. Don't try to.
If she's doing 9 years younger, it's probably somebody like that in the league.
Right, it's somebody that has options. That's
I don't want to have to
do the commit is if he got options too.
I don't want to have to wade through all those verbal gymnastics she was doing to figure out. Oh, this is what her relationship status. Oh, I'm currently seeing someone. Move on. I'm like, you know what I mean. So it's like, why did you take us?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying
why
to
did you take us in and out of how you get down in your relationships? Why am I knowing this? Did it take all that? But he called her out to the carpet. So why is this? So you like the? She said, I am not vitamin D deficient. That's what that means. You get plenty of sun? No, you getting it in with somebody that you are not in a relationship with.
See,
that's what I took from that.
I hate to talk on it that way with me reading the fact that she said she was celibate. So I hate to discuss it in the manner of her having, you know what I mean,
She said
being
she's not
sexually
vitamin
involved.
D deficient. That was her line.
Her line said, "I'm not." She goes, "I am not vitamin D deficient."
That's insinuating she gets D then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like vitamin D supplements. That was a euphemism.
No, I
for-
get what she's saying.
She was trying to be classy.
If
That's
she
actually
chose
pretty
that
funny.
line,
So just so we're clear, you said in a comment on that video.
Yeah, and I'm
Maybe it's
I'm
about
going to
that-
still
she
try
was
to
saying
find
in
it.
particular,
I'm
it sounds
still
like.
going to try to find it, y'all.
About that guy in particular.
Because I just want to just make sure. Did you send the clip where her and Paul Pierce say any of
I
us?
thought I did. I sent the
You
link.
attached
in
the link in the.
I
Okay,
thought I
okay,
did.
okay,
And, you know, and it may have been. I
okay.
thought it was two links. One to one of those clickbaits, and then the other to the entire video. Because
Oh, but see, I got to do the one that's actually on her page that she had on her page because
there's so. I mean, the
she's
clip
on,
that
yeah.
clip went viral. People were taking it and responding to it so much. Like there was one guy. He said she was a glorified side piece. I'm like, come on, man.
people was going in.
like-
People was saying she for the streets.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Okay, clickbait, but back up to the side chick. Unless you're having sex with a married man, you're not a side chick. I'm just gonna put that out.
I mean, but what if she is?
We don't know. She was so ambiguous.
Because the way she was describing it is very. The parallels are there to what a side chick would describe a relationship with a man is too. It's complicated. We off and on, blah blah. That sounds like a dude that can only get free every once in a while off of like. And it's fine that if she's in love with a man that's taken, like that happens all the time too. That's neither here nor there.
Is somebody lying about you?
I'm more impressed that she was willing to share as much as she did, given her stature.
Yeah, right.
I'm still confused.
I would have had a prepared statement like, "Oh, my dating life very complicated, but at the moment I'm working with someone very delicately right now. We're gonna figure it out together."
Oh,
Did you hear? Did you hear? But you hear how that was given enough information, not too much.
Yeah.
And you're not leaving that
exactly as
saying,
professional.
thinking you got a shot.
Prepared statement. Like,
yeah. You
Thank
got
you,
a
Paul, for
prepared
asking.
statement.
Glad you asked. Like,
man.
Well, you know.
She said,
we
"Hold on,
wasn't-
before I answer your question, let me put on these roller skates just in case I need to roll out here."
Yeah, man. Like
That was crazy.
it lets you know that it doesn't matter.
Happens to the best of them.
It doesn't matter your status, your this, your that. It's, you gonna somebody ask that right question, it could get you like, ah, shit. You know what
And
I
on the
mean?
other hand, I think Paul Pierce kind of is like, okay, I know about you. Let me see if I can. I think a little ambush there.
There's also underlying conversation about really successful women and them being single.
And
It happens more often than you
Those-
realize.
those
it's a stat
are
that's
valid questions,
Like 60-something% of
Yeah,
successful
like
women are
high earning
single.
women, highly successful women, they don't have an easy dating life. They gotta sometimes pick the dudes that are like, I was crazy enough to ask her for a date. That's how I got her. Like Oprah was single for a long time. Publicly,
I think they're stigmatized.
Like, there's a lot of things that makes it hard. Successful businesswomen. I remember at one point in time, I had two of my friends out here in LA. One is a lawyer, the other one was a doctor in Beverly Hills. They both were single at the exact moment I was hanging out with them, and I was just like, "How are y'all single right now?" Me and my brother were hanging out with them, like we were drinking with them, hanging out. Me and my brother was just talking. He visited from out of town. He come up to me and go, "Wait a minute. So she a doctor, she a lawyer. They sing. How are they like?
How come no one
You know what I'm
snatched them
saying?
up?
It's just like it's complicated because they so successful. I think a lot of men are like, shit, I just watch cars, or I just, you know what it is.
And you think they're intimidated?
it's
they're
because-
truly
I
intimidated.
think it's half and half. Half of them is intimidation. The other half is that a lot of these successful women are so smart and so educated.
They flexing
sometimes
on the
they become
dude.
a little bit of a know-it-all at the wrong times.
They flexing
Yeah.
on the dude.
and they ruin the vibe.
Yeah.
They ruin the vibe.
They ruin the
See,
vibe.
they don't
It's
understand
not
the
a
vibe
f-
check.
Exactly. It's not a flaw. They just being their normal self outwardly in the dating world. And it's like, ooh, don't do that now.
Don't you
baby.
think?
Because even a man who, like myself, who's not intimidated, my record, I go for certain kind of women. But every now and again, your energy levels like, I don't got time for this. Like when you're dating, it's just like I get all that. Like sometimes you have to put that effort in to make them realize, yo,
Yeah, you got to correct them. They
yo,
go,
chill with all that. Oh, my
do that.
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If dudes don't want to have the energy or confidence to correct them in real time, they rather just back away. and try to fix
Right,
that.
because sometimes they don't want to do that. But I feel like some men are intimidated. Some men are, scared of a successful
That's what
woman.
they say. Yeah, a lot of
They
men
say that a
are.
lot. not.
They
They don't
They
hear
feel like
themselves.
they're
They don't hear
playing
themselves while they dating.
That's why I asked it that way. Do you really think that they're
Oh
intimidated?
no, women share blame with that. They can share some. The successful women that are single like that, that's a little bit of blame for themselves because they also will overlook those big ass red flags of the guys they chose.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, I can make it work. Or they so confident in their abilities.
They think,
can
I
fix
got you.
this
Like, I'm the
Build-A-Bear
one that
ass.
selected you.
Yeah,
And you got to remember, they think the success is gonna bring that dude that did them dirty. Sometimes women are successful for the wrong reasons.
They successful out of spite.
To get back at other people, man. Like you know. So look, so it was a comment. Somebody commented said,
Right.
So what does your in what the they ain't know how to type worth of shit, making me sound illiterate. So what does your on and off boyfriend for 5 years use your body for? That's what they asked her. And she replies, nothing. We're celibate.
Lies.
That's what Dr. Bryant was saying.
That was a. I don't know that to be true. That was my reflex to say
5 years.
That's my reflex. Actually, I don't know if that's right or not.
5 years is a long time not to fuck.
Then,
So look, so then somebody comes back and said you're celibate with him, but on the podcast said you are not lacking in vitamin D. Laugh out loud. So either you are using him and getting it from somewhere else, or both. Laugh out loud. This woman is a walking lion red flag. Let's talk about it. Now that I found it, I can focus more now.
So she did
wanted to
was
see
It sound
that.
like
to
she
that-
said she not
that
fucking
episode.
him, but she said she get dick from everybody else.
Yeah,
And
she's
now
trying
I'm
to
like,
use the words to.
I don't like that.
Well,
As a guy, the
First,
sign you're a
that's
guy,
what I
I'd
was
be like,
saying
I wouldn't like that.
at the top of it. So I was like, I
First
ain't
of all,
into
I
that.
announced it to the internet that you're not fucking me, but fucking everybody else.
Well, first of all, I didn't even realize.
That's not fair.
I didn't even realize she was in her early 40s.
She said she's 42. She said,
Okay, so
Yeah.
that alone is like clearly you're not. It takes a lot of distinguishedness away when I realize you're just 40, 41. You're not a 55.
What do you mean by that?
Like you're not a Felicia Rashad giving wisdom at this point in
Yeah.
time. You still figuring shit
You
out
in the game.
You still in the
Oh,
game.
okay.
You still figuring shit out on
Right.
yourself. Nigga, like you was born in 1982. Like you not that far removed from the game. Like you're not, you know what I mean? I was thinking she was older, to be honest, giving this wisdom. I mean, it's just like that episode of Martin with Monique. You Monique, or you mean Mo Freak? You know, who's like, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Then Martin called her out. You know what I mean? At the end. You know what I mean? Because she had this perfect life, whatever. So that is a contradiction right there.
That makes it even more of a
And
contradiction.
she's playing with words.
Yeah.
man.
To
Saying the word celibate
she was-
in relation to one person is crazy.
It was verbal jujitsu up in there. Paul Pierce called that as a man. You sure you got away with words? Because see, the more educated someone like that is, they have the ability to articulate bullshit.
Exactly. I just was about to say that.
in a way to where
Verbal
you
thing.
like, she got a point.
yeah, she can make it fit.
Right.
But Paul Pierce probably been around so many relationships. He's like, I never heard a love ladies lie to me to know when I'm getting lied.
He was
Yeah.
swatting all that to the side, saying, "Okay, yeah, but this is what it really is. Let's
But
just
see,
keep
and,
it."
and see that's how I come down. Like, yo, okay, so you celebrate with him, but you fucking somebody. Well, you
That's
said
crazy.
vitamin D. So who you fuck? Like, yeah, don't hit me with all them definitions and make me look at the thesaurus and you, like you say, you know how to articulate everything very eloquently, very Obama-ish, very, and it's just you could throw the average person off. Like, yo, I don't even want to challenge you.
Yeah.
And her demeanor is like, you better not challenge me.
Yeah,
But then when you challenge her,
I don't think she was
So she took
expecting to have to answer
Sounds-
because I don't know what his true intentions was, but I think let me just ask her this. But he probably didn't think she was gonna fall apart like that. To me, it was like, yo, you didn't answer the question at all.
Right.
I'm left confused. Like, is that what you get down? It wasn't a complete answer. I just detected the little deception there.
You jump on these podcasts and interviews enough, you're gonna take a L.
hell yeah.
I think
You
that
gonna
she
take
hell
just
yeah.
Don't
she
be
caught
trying to
her
fake
day
it.
where she thought I'm gonna hang out with this basketball player. We're gonna shoot the shit. And he asked one of them curveball questions, and she was like, wasn't ready for that one today. And like, she took a L, and she knows it. Like when you gotta dance like that, you're dancing around the L.
Because a lot of people was like pro Dr. Bryant. Like when she first came on the scene heavy on the podcast and everything, like everybody was pro. Now the longer she's out, the more people are like, I'm starting to see a little bit through some.
I think if whatever her practice is, if she's genuinely helping people, great.
Yeah,
but
she has some solid information.
Right. You can help people and still be looking for love yourself. That's an easy answer.
But here's the thing: when your credentials get challenged and you're not able to articulate dealings in your personal life, it just like, yo, man. Well, at what point does that really matter if you're helping people? I'm not taking a side. I'm not taking either one side. I'm not.
What's up with your shit? Well, look, we ain't talking about.
You paying me to help you out. What I'm doing?
It's like preachers that you preaching the scriptures, but your life is in shambles, and then you know about this, and how can I listen?
Well, that's why I always tell people, yo, when people get mad at preachers for having all this money and flying this private jet, whatever, I said, well, how, and this is my opinion, how can you have a preacher trying to teach you about how to be blessed and prosperity, and they don't got shit, and they struggling? Do you want the pastor that's broke and struggling to teach you about
Joel
prosperity?
Osteen for a reason, because his church is like a damn arena. Like if your church that big and he got a jet,
that's
he
different.
clearly knows something y'all don't. You better listen.
That's different.
No, but I'm asking you a question.
Oh well,
what do you want your pastor? We so used as black people to be in that little small church with no AC, with the AC like that in the small church, whatever, with the Martin Luther King fans and your pastor and all this.
How do they do it again?
And
Ad-lib.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And everybody have struggling.
Right.
The pastor got another job too. It's like we so used to that. It's like, but how can that man teach me about being blessed and prosperity and being prosperous, and he ain't? Well, so why not want to see your pastor be like, yo,
somebody gotta be a leader.
Somebody got to be a leader. Yeah.
When it's not overkill. When it's
no such thing as overkill.
I'm gonna say it's overkill
for a pastor.
If your pastor has a different Rolls Royce for every day of the week, and you can't get Uber money to church, and you have to get church van to come get you. Now, there's something wrong there. There's a disconnect, and he's over here telling you don't believe hard enough and you don't give.
But we talking about a pastor that got thousands and thousands and thousands of members. How is
that's
he
what
supposed
I'm talking
to know?
about. That's
you
what I'm
don't
talking
got no Uber money.
Because you go up and tell him, and you ask him. I said, look, you go ask the pastor, look, I can't get here. I need a car, and he won't give you one of his Rolls Royces.
A rapper for $1,000,
right?
You can't go ask a rich person for money just because you think that's gonna bail you out.
He ain't rich. He the pastor.
He is rich. They got nothing to do with being a pastor.
How did he get rich?
It don't got nothing to do.
He built a business up.
He built a business.
Crowdfunding. That's
but
how
you bought into it.
But
you paid into it. You paid into
right.
But that's what I'm saying.
Buying an album. You bought an album.
Nothing is wrong with that.
You
people
tickets
buy
to
albums.
church.
There is nothing.
We can't be mad because people bought Sexy Red albums.
Yo, if
y'all
you pay for a service and you go watch that service, that is your choice to pay for that service.
Hey, look, if you want to participate in that hustle, that's okay.
Like you can't. That's just like saying LeBron shouldn't get $30 million. You could say that about any and
that's
everything.
Like the people that say firefighters should make more money than LeBron. Like, man, anybody going 30,000 people ain't gonna fucking watch a firefighter put out a fire.
Y'all going off the rails.
I'm saying that you gotta let people prosper.
LeBron and a mega pastor are way two different things.
But I'm saying though, do you?
Are people not going to see both of them in droves and they not on TV? Both of them on TV.
Your pastor ain't got no jump shot like that.
Do you want to go headline and go on the road? Do you want to go on the road with a comedian that got less followers than you?
Oh, you mean like
y'all still the same amount of
do you want to open for opener?
Do you want to open for no?
Who want to go out last? You want to go last?
You can't do that.
Like 12 people outside.
That's just like you being mad at Kevin Hart or Joker or Cat Williams.
It's all the same. I know you don't want to. I treat them all the same. Mega pastors, athletes, Kevin Hart, them all the same bracket.
Yeah,
they can go to the same meetings.
You can't be mad at him and say, "Well, he's a comedian."
They all going to a Nation brunch.
He shouldn't be having that.
Difference. We're talking about a therapist. You're not therapizing the whole congregation. One person coming to you for help with their issues, and your credentials and your program or whatever, that's what they're coming for, one-on-one, okay? So if you are helping that person as a therapist, I don't have to care necessarily. I don't want to know about what your life is like. I need you to help me with mine, right? Right? But if your life is on display and if your credentials are in question and you're not getting the help that you need, now I'm like, okay, what am I doing here?
Wait, are they questioning her credentials?
Yes.
Yeah, they've been questioning her credentials.
Like, is she a real doctor?
We
They're
don't know.
questioning her credentials. I can't
Yeah, we
speak
don't
on
know.
that.
Oh, I didn't know that part. I thought they were just saying, like, how you going to be a person giving relationship advice if you're single?
Yeah, we
There's
don't know.
that
there's
was the
that
big
too.
angle.
Yeah, they
there's that.
questioning
There's
her.
that too.
Is she giving out gems? Is she giving out nuggets? Or women following her
Yeah,
religiously?
she's giving out some
Well,
nuggets.
somebody is benefiting from it, and they got to pay for it.
If you went to karate class or one of them martial arts class and you found that your sensei learned everything,
Off YouTube?
no, off one of them brochures, with the moves and stuff, but he knew how to master those moves, and you still getting beat up, are you gonna continue to go to that
Is
master?
she still beating my ass?
No, beat up by other people in public. You can't defend yourself. You're not learning. Like, are you gonna keep on going
A
to
bad
that?
teacher's a bad teacher.
Okay,
But there are people
but
that are thriving from her
you're
advice.
supposed to have your credentials
Because
in order.
some things she
What
dropped
belt
are
are you? I'm
definitely
all
gems.
of them, huh?
She definitely dropped some gems.
If
of
she's
some of the
dropping
things
jails
she
and people are
she
benefiting
said.
from it, I can't stop her from doing that.
Okay, but the
But
other,
if people are feeling their relationships from listening to her, then they should definitely stop listening to her.
I think we're living in that age where you as a person, like your personal brand and whatever you do, your personal life seems to come into question, and that somehow gives, validity to the quality of your work. I think so.
I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, life is about taking bits and pieces of jewels from everybody. Like the clock. A clock is right at least twice. What they say, twice a day, right?
It's supposed to be right all the time. Goddamn it!
Broke clock is right.
Broke
twice
clock
a day.
was right
Broke
twice a
clock
day.
is right
So
twice a day.
that's
no
with
fault of its
anybody.
own.
That's what even with the Kevin Samuels and all that. Like, it could be a lot of bullshit, but there's some diamonds still in that.
You got to pull it out for yourself.
Everybody should have the chance to hear people out, because I like a quote that I used to operate. I still operate everything. A lot of that stuff I do by is that anybody I encounter has an opportunity to be a master at something to me. Meaning that they know something. They might know something in particular that they are a master at relative to my knowledge, and I got to treat them as such. So you don't know who you talking to or what they might know way more than you, but you have to at least give them the opportunity to show you that, and they go, "Oh wow, you know a lot about arc welding? I know nothing about arc welding." Like people are a master at something, you just don't know what it is yet. If she is good at advising women about their dating life
and men.
and
I
men,
mean, it's the whole thing.
then I gotta let her cook, and I gotta go. That's her thing. And if she happens to be single or having a rough dating life for herself, that is irrelevant to the advice that she is throwing out. Because again, like I said, she could be smart because of her failures.
Okay.
Which we've all seen.
We've seen that a lot.
Yeah, I guess I was just feeling some kind of way. Like, I wonder what if I found a therapist, for myself, and there's these things. If we have the same struggle, can they
Help you.
Can they help me? To a degree, yes. But if they're, I don't know, not following their own advice, that seems kind of
It's
weird.
hard for people to follow their own advice. Sometimes it's hard for me to follow my own advice.
So I was like, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be asking.
If
You
you
shouldn't know those kinds of things about your
If you
therapist,
wanted to play
they
a
have personal
sport,
problems
If you
too.
wanted to pick up a sport like basketball,
Yeah.
would you rather be coached by a guy that got kicked out of the NBA or a guy that never made it to the NBA but crushed it in JUCO?
That's interesting. The guy who has the experience, the guy
Which
who
one, the highest level of experience?
the highest level of experience.
Okay, so
Yeah.
sometimes they fail at the thing that they're supposed to be good at. Like they didn't make it in the NBA very long, but they got all the way up there.
But you know what? Don't lie to me and say you got a championship ring. And you say, "Oh, I lost it." Nigga, nah.
They got good coaches.
Nah, but don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
Businesses
Don't mislead.
Businesses lie to us every day, though. Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, McDonald's, they all tell you this is good for you. Blah, blah, no, it ain't. Everybody's lying to us. Politicians.
That's why you
false
gotta
get lied to every day.
That's why you got to
that
take the gems that resonate with
Exactly.
you and say, okay, you know what? I use that part of that gem to apply to my life to make me better.
Our job is to filter out what works for our hearts.
That is right.
And if
I
you
agree
can
with
take
that.
advice from anybody and then filter
Pull
it
out
to
what
yourself,
you need. Yeah.
and you done that person did right by you, and you did right by yourself. Was
Yeah.
I can use this.
As long as she's not up there saying my word is concrete, everything I'm saying is 100%
And trust me,
right.
my life is Teflon too. Like,
yeah,
I go, wait a minute.
Yeah, but you can be. We're all imperfect beings. But if I ask you a question about something that's in your area, like something personal, like I would rather you say, like, would you have your prepared statement?
Yeah.
At least give me some, a yes or no, rather than all this.
She danced around, and believe you me, that means everybody got some bullshit to them.
Mm-hmm.
Even doctors. When the doctor do your little whatever, he go to the other room and get on that computer to see.
Sometimes they fucking guessing themselves.
Yeah, they like,
bro.
they be in their bullshit.
Doctors be wrong too.
Why is your doctor on WebMD?
Bro,
But you understand when the doctor come in the room and check you out and see symptoms, he go in that other room. You know what he's doing? He's going on the computer.
Referencing.
He's like,
I
okay.
never seen this shit before.
He's like, okay, it could be this, this, or this.
There are specialists out there, but that don't mean they experts on everything.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. But the verbal gymnastics and the implications. It's like, okay, is it like if young women were to see that, and they're trying to shape their lives based on her behaviors, I mean, is that healthy behavior, or can you do that? Especially the part about being you can behave like this outside of a marriage. Not to say that no one does it anyway, but is she trying to make it okay?
I'll throw her a bone. I look at it like baseball. It's pitching and it's offense and then it's defense, right? Like pitching and defense. Maybe she's excellent at what to do within a relationship. Maybe her challenge is getting one. But she's cold at knowledge when it comes to having one and maintaining it.
Okay.
But her fishing game is trash right now.
Right.
But once she got you, you look what the fuck I do with this fish.
Right.
And that can be totally fine. She can still be an expert at what to do once you got them. And when you come with her for help, and you're trying to figure out what to do once you got your fish, and that's her expertise, she got you. But I don't ask her how to go fish for another one.
Right. And I guarantee you, she's dealing with somebody of a certain level. And when you look at her, she's not dealing with somebody 9 years younger and they not successful in some shit.
Of course. That motherfucker got options.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's reality.
And he playing that game.
And she's playing it with him.
Yeah. She wants to hold on to. She's not sure yet, but she's trying to keep him over. Just like what he said. He said, "I see what you're doing. You just trying to keep him in that holding pattern."
But women who listen to these people, they have to understand that I can't look at her as her being perfect. I have to take whatever gems I can take. And even if she on some bullshit with one or two things, that don't mean I'm supposed to discredit everything she's ever said.
Right.
Because a lot of times we in or out. So if she say one thing, now she for the streets.
It depends on what it is, though. But look, come on, man. Don't say one thing and it's not true.
I get
The
it. Don't
mistake
lie.
that people make,
Don't lie about that.
the mistake that
don't be deceptive.
women make when it comes to things like this is that they might follow somebody too hard. You know,
What do you mean?
Like they might follow a speaker like that too hard. Everything she say, they might follow a singer. Like
Way
this
too
Beyonce idolizers might go, Beyonce say I can have another you in a minute.
Yeah, people see
All right, good luck
themselves.
with that shit. See if you can find another one in a minute. They can't.
People see themselves.
Beyonce had the same dude for the last 12 years. She ain't find another dude. Like you're not gonna find another Jay-Z in a minute. Stop lying. Like sometimes songs are just songs. Dance to it and then come back to reality.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
caught him cheating allegedly. He's still there. She fought her brother in the elevator. He's still there. Whatever the story she had, they still together. So don't your broke ass go believing that Beyonce made a song for you when you can't match the shit she did.
Yeah.
Or the dude she's dating.
Right.
So that's why I think sometimes women might follow the wrong leadership based off of what they see being displayed in front of them. Whether it's a speaker, an artist, or a singer, you got to go find your own truth. Like I said, filter that out yourself and go, I see what she means by that, meaning that if it's bullshit, you should be able to go find some more bullshit in a minute.
Yeah,
Go find some gold, girl.
Right.
It'll be harder to find, but it'll be worth it once you find it.
Right.
They are filtering out the wrong parts. Like, I could just drop any dude. Now I find another dude. You're going to find another trash dude is what you're going to find.
Yeah.
So I think that's where music or communication or messaging about your dating life gets misconstrued, is when you think that everything applies to you.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It
You're on
doesn't.
your own journey.
Yes.
Figure it out along the way and realize, I don't need that message from Doctor. I don't need that message from
But
that singer.
but that makes
But
but
there are
I can
nuggets.
use that.
Exactly. Take your nuggets and keep going.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
a buffet. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the only item on this buffet that I like right here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Dr. Bryant. We not bashing or nothing. Like I said,
No.
she's a very close friend to the Live from the Green Room family, Tone Rock. So hopefully we'll get her on the show so she can explain what she was talking about.
Yeah. Why
and
you
we
shaking?
can grill her.
Yeah,
know what
why
I
you
mean?
shake-
and have
faking
a
and
good
shaking?
conversation with her, man. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. But other than that, anything else? I got to make a move. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. We done covered the hot topics, but I had this will be a cool one to end on. So we were talking about. I think I was talking to you about on the phone about this. So we've been doing stand up a long time, and we're trying to get to, the highest level that we can, the one that we want to, the level that we want to go to. So, I was talking on another podcast. Shout out to Comedy is the Cure. We were talking about Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy obviously stopped doing comedy. We want to see him come back. Like, I still believe that he's gonna come back, and I don't know, maybe not. But if Eddie Murphy, this is a question for both of you. If Eddie Murphy never stopped doing stand-up, and year 1999, year 2000, they had the Kings of Comedy tour, who would be on that tour? I wrote Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Mark Curry, and Chris Rock on the Kings of Comedy tour, because I think it would not be Steve Harvey, DL Said, or Bernie.
Okay, so I would go. I got Eddie.
Eddie's there.
I got Martin in his prime Martin Lawrence.
Well, where he was at that time.
Yeah. Martin. I would say, shit. I would have to say Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would have to go Chris Tucker.
I was gonna say, I gotta put Chris Tucker
you
there.
gotta put Chris Tucker.
For the balance. Like,
Gotta put Chris Tucker.
That completes the circle right there.
So ain't nobody gonna say anybody different other than Chris Tucker?
Chris Tucker would have to be there.
I had to say Chris. That's my different one. Yeah.
Damn, y'all don't leave
In
no.
2000, 2001, like,
That's when the Kings of Comedy was.
yeah, I don't see nobody else that could have swapped out for that.
Yeah. Not even Jamie. Like Jamie. Maybe
I was saying that Jamie was the one I was thinking of, but Jamie need like 2 more years before everybody's like, oh.
I tried to get him in there.
Yeah,
there.
he gonna have to come. A
But
little later.
I said Mark Curry because of his track record during that time and what he was doing in his stand-up. I mean, he was just...
Mark was dope. Maybe Damon Wayans.
I tried.
But
tried.
nah, like
Nah, those are the guys we just listed.
yeah, the guys we just listed,
You're
man.
not
I
gonna
gotta go
bump
with
them.
them.
You weren't gonna bump them.
I gotta go
So
with them.
so Chris Tucker, fresh off a Def Comedy Jam.
And maybe the first Rush Hour.
Yeah, first Rush Hour.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker,
But
definitely.
in
And
terms his
Friday.
level of stand-up, the
Chris,
game that he put in,
he would've had
star
it.
power.
Yeah, he
It's
would've
the star
had it.
power. Because in 2001, that means that's 2 years out. That's 12 years after Raw. Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know what Eddie did for the next decade, but
Okay.
Eddie Murphy, Chris was bigger by then. In terms of
okay,
like,
all right.
hotter at least.
Eddie Murphy is on there, right? He never stopped. But where those same people are in their careers, they're still there. So would you put a Cedric Entertainer back in there?
Who would he take off? Who would you kick off for him? That's
For you to decide. I'm asking.
Can't
I got my
you
list.
can't kick off
Nobody.
Chris, and you can't kick off Chris. So
And you can't kick off Martin.
and Martin is Martin, the hottest show in the world at that time.
Okay, but in
So-
terms of they stand up,
Martin, yeah.
okay. So the legend.
Here's the thing about stand up. Yes, we love stand up as a common
Yeah.
fan. They love knowing a person better. They love loving a person better. They didn't love nobody more than Chris Tucker back then.
There's no wiggle room at all.
Not
None.
for me.
None.
Bernie Mac is the only one that maybe could have gotten
Maybe could have
even
got
a fist fight for somebody's spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He would have been the. Okay.
Maybe Bernie and Chris.
Right, they might make Chris.
Bernie, Chris Martinetti.
Maybe they let Chris host it or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we
Bernie Mac.
didn't think about that. Like who would have been the host? Because they had Damon Williams.
I mean, Martin's obviously a great host.
Guy
Yeah,
Torrey.
Martin probably would have been a dope at that point in time.
I
would
think
have
Martin
killed
probably
it.
hosting.
All right,
You got
put Martin
Chris,
as the
Chris,
host, and then
Eddie.
who you put in his place? Damon Wayans?
Bernie,
Yeah.
Bernie, Chris,
I'd say take
Eddie,
Okay, all right.
and then Martin.
Martin hosting.
Martin
hosting.
hosting. Bernie, Chris, Eddie.
Yep.
People gonna pay $150 for that 1998.
And that's a lot of money.
That's
Okay.
a crazy ticket.
That's a lot of money.
I can see that.
Yeah, bro.
I can see that. But hey, that's a debate for another time. Maybe we
Yeah,
should have started
yeah,
off
yeah,
with
yeah,
that. Because
yeah.
I was like, I don't agree.
Yeah, because we could keep going for hours with that one.
Yeah, but so let me do a shout out to the subscribers. Hey, yo,
Shout out to all the subscribers. Please continue to like, subscribe, share. You know what I mean?
Let me see. We are at
5, 6.
no, we got more than that.
Oh wow.
We got more than that, brother.
Internet's jumping.
Let's see. 5675. So shout out to y'all, man. I think people are catching the episode over the weekend and in Monday. That's where we saw some growth right
Well,
there.
we appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
Continue to like, subscribe, and share. And we're going to be back next Tuesday with another episode.
All right, man. Great
And,
episode, fellas,
yeah,
man.
man. And we
Shout out to y'all.
out. And we got what? Intern with the...
Trent with the stay tuned for Trent's 30-second freestyle at
Yes,
the end
sir.
of the episode.
Yeah, shout out to that brother. He's been dropping bars for the last 2 months?
Yeah, and the bars are dope, man. So
Yeah.
shout out.
And Trent is working, y'all. Trent
Trent is
gets
working.
busy in these Hollywood streets, man.
Yeah, man. Trent is that next thing, man.
We're going to be working for Trent in about 20 years.
Exactly. Shit, 20.
We're going to be calling
Quicker
Trent
than that.
about 10, 15 years. Like, yo, can I get on that movie?
Right, get on that
right.
movie.
Believe
Be a
it.
walk-on
These guys are
part.
working, man.
But we out, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
Peace.
y'all. Peace.